Hi, soul family. How are you? We're gonna go outside because I want you to see. I could have done my reading out here. Maybe I should. I get so happy when I'm out here. But now that I've got freaking contacts, I can't use my sunglasses and my eyes are super sensitive. We're gonna have to figure something out about that. But this is my beautiful day. I can't stand how beautiful it is. It's just, oh, it's amazing. It's gonna be not boiling hot. It's kind of like the way that, to me, it looks like beach weather, the beach clouds. Look at that, even as I say that. Oh, Jonathan Siegel. Freedom. Going with the flow, allowing life to come to you. See, and when I'm out here, I do get messengers. So maybe, oh yeah, and there's a dragonfly that just went by. Dragonfly says, hold on to your dreams. Okay, we're gonna do it out here. Let me just get stuff out of the way. My cats will probably want to come out. Can you see the table? Yes. Okay. Now, while I'm getting the cards, I'll flip you guys around so you can enjoy outside. Oh wait, how does that work? I always think I have this figured out and then I'm wrong. Yeah, I can just do this. Okay, you guys, how about that way? Right? Yeah, I'll be back. Okay. Oh my God, the best songs ever playing. They ain't got nothing on you, baby. Nothing on you. Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but they ain't got nothing on you, baby. Regardless of the things in my past I've done. I was having fun under the sun, chasing skirts, and I ended up with none. Wait. Honestly, I ended up with none. And it's been on my conscience. There's something I've been trying to get out. I was wondering. Oh, you guys. Oh, I've got to bring you guys closer because the hummingbirds are like super close. Okay. All over the world, you could be chasing, I would be wasted. Nothing on you, baby. Okay, so maybe it's a little bit loud. I'll have to turn it down just a squirt. They might say hi, I might say hey, but you shouldn't worry because they got nothing on you, baby. I found there's never gonna be another one. Oh, I love this. I love this song. It's the best song. And I just saw this, so this is gonna be one of our items because I'm gonna wear it today. This one says, and you even pay your taxes. Okay, ready for this? All right, so energy's all over the place right now. I've had a lot of, I was up at 7:40 doing my first reading today, followed by another one right after that, followed by one, and it's like, I looked at my clock and it's like 1 o'clock and I'm like, dang, I kind of like starting them early in the morning. Maybe that's a new routine, right? That I actually, there, I want you guys a little further away. That way, if any of my messengers fly out, you can see them. I don't know, I like getting up earlier. My landlord goes, that's what I do every day. Okay. We're gonna start with items to choose from. I wanna show you this rock that I got. I picked it up when I was with you guys and I was filming in Morro Bay, and I said, oh, what a pretty stone. No, I wasn't in Morro Bay. I was along Moonstone Beach, and we went over that little bridge, and I said, let's pick up a rock and make a wish, and we'll pretend, right? We'll use the rock, and we'll make a wish. And I picked up this one, and I said, oh, it's too pretty to throw away. So I kept it. And I saw last night why I kept it. It's the man in the moon. Do you see him? He's right there, and he's going, whoo. Look how excited he is. You can even see his nose. His eyes, his nose, and his mouth. My man in the moon. And look at even his dark hair. He's got a little bit of scruff around his face. I like that, sexy. So that's one, man in the moon. That will be, I was gonna say moon elements, which is me. So this will be water elements, okay? My twin and I are Pisces. So, and then I found this steely. My landlord's, he was finding coins. He found a quarter, and then he found a nickel. And I went down and I said, oh, look what I found. What does that mean? And he goes, you got steel balls. And I go, yes, I do. So this will be the fire element, okay? Fire element. Oh, my table's dusty and I'm touching it. Hold on, I can't touch it. I'm a sucker for you. Say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. These songs are pretty good. Oh, the subliminal things no one knows about you. Okay, and then this is a bracelet my girlfriend Erica made for me, and she says, do you ever wear your bracelet I made? And I said, I do, but it's too big for me. I do wear it, but I worry that I had another item that she gave me and I lost it between the beach and my house. It's somewhere down, and I don't know how I could possibly, haven't found it again. I'm very upset by that. So I was trying to figure out how I could, you know, it's done on wire, so I would have to restring the whole thing, and I don't want to do that. So then I thought, well, maybe what I'll do is I'll just add a few more beads on the end of it, and I'll make an anklet out of it. So that's what I was going to do. So this is about using something beautiful, repurposing it, finding a use for something that you, and also not finding a use for something because I already loved it, making it work, making something beautiful work. It might require a little bit, something to be added on, but it can turn into something amazing, right? It will be just as amazing, but it can be stretched a little further and made as an ankle bracelet. Okay, so one, so this will be, since it's crystals, it'll be earth element. So we got earth element, we've got fire element, we've got water element, and I guess my mom's, this is insane. Oh, that might be telling me something. Water element, this is insane. This is incredible, actually. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Cloisonne beads, jade. This thing is worth a small fortune. This is ivory, I know, you know, but it's, what can I do? It was already done. But it was my mother's, and I was so lucky that I had, it's even the gown has got paintings and all kinds of things on it. So this is a Buddha and a wise man, air element. We're gonna start with our singing bowl to clear the energy. Ugh, this table is dusty. It's so windy here, which I love, but carries dust. I was gonna tell you guys, I am the Queen of Wands, and I'm in the midst of doing a couple of sage wands that have been ordered. And this is the first wrap, right? Then they'll be wrapped again. This is gonna shrink down to really small. This is, I always make them bigger than I'm supposed to. This is probably the size of a medium, but this will shrink back down, and this is the first time I wrap it, and then I wrap it again. I don't think it's ready today because the weather's not been as dry, so one more day and I'll rewrap it, and then I'll let it dry again and I'll rewrap it again. So 3 times it gets wrapped. This has got lavender and rosemary and California white sage. It smells amazing just as it is. So, and then this is hemp cord that can, you know, as you burn it, it's fine to burn with it. I showed you one the other day, and that it was, mine was used. Oh, here, I'll show you it again. Yes. Oh, she's hot but a psycho. Okay, so there's mine. It's already been half burned up, right? So at the end, it gets wrapped tight. See, this is hard now. It's hardened, and this will shrink down quite, like I said, much smaller. Wrapped in leather, and it's got, this one was made for a special friend of mine, and I ended up getting it back, so it's got two, but normally there's one crystal, unless you ask for and pay for an extra one. They're Reiki charged crystals, and then it's got a little, either a feather or an angel's wing. So if anybody would like to purchase a ceremonial sage wand from the Queen of Wands, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com, and my email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. I am the Queen of Wands, and if you would like to go deeper with your private readings or dream analysis or anything else I can help you with, I would be honored. So that, I knew my boy would come out. Hold on. Hold on. Here you go, baby. You want this? Here you go. Come here, Liger. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Come on, baby. Come on. Liger, come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on, it's okay. It's okay. I moved his basket inside. It's actually Sammy's basket, but he steals it. Come on, Liger, it's okay. And of course, now that I'm out here, I figured he would come out and the bed wasn't there. It's okay. You want to go up? Okay. Okay. Up you go. Here you go. Here you go. I'm doing a reading. Yes, I'm doing a reading, and it's not all about you. It really is, though, because he's my kid. Right? Gave him a little bit of catnip, helped him up because he's an old boy. Here, he loves catnip. Maybe Sammy will come out and join us. Lord, the sun's coming. Lord, help me. Okay, here we go. We're going to ask for a clearing and a blessing on this reading. Any toxic feelings, thoughts, energies, concerns that you have, ask that they be pulled right through, right? And we'll mix it all up, and then it'll be spun out, because this is unconditional love. This is called the Laughing Buddha, which is me, and it's made of 24 karat gold, which is reminding you how worthy you are, and it's quartz crystal, which you put your intention on. So our intention is to take all the shiznit, put it in here, spin it around, and push it through the walls with unconditional love, which is how it gets sent back out into the universe. Purified, okay? Here we go. Shine bright like a diamond. You're beautiful. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. I knew once that we would be, I knew your energy. I felt your energy. I knew it once when I met you, right? Okay. For those who chose the man in the moon, and I did, I have, still do, we are working with, what we're going to do is we're going to work with four different decks actually, and I'm going to try not to take forever, because I've got, my girlfriend's having an open house, my hairdresser is having an open house, and I'm going to go and have a little bit of socialization, have a drink, and it started at 1 o'clock, so I gotta roll. So the other day, I was at, where was I? I was in Morro Bay, and I went to a crystal shop, and all the decks that were there were either tarot decks or ones that I had. But everywhere I went, something kept falling off the shelf at me. And I'm like, God, everything I touched would fall, right? So, there it is. So, this deck fell. And the person said, it's jumping at you. It wants you to buy it. And I said, I already have it. And I said, that might be the message. And she goes, yeah, use it. So, I'm thinking about gifts, right? We have them. We need to use them. So the first message is organization, okay? So your plans are on target. And everything will flow more smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline to your methods. Okay, so what did I say to you guys? I was up and did my first reading at 7, right? And it was like, wow, I had 3 readings done and it wasn't even noon, right? The key to success is to allow your creativity to be gently guided by logic. Be open to asking for help from someone very intellectual or seek out a mentor. So this is your advice. I chose this, right? So the first ones that I ask for help are spirit. And they bring it in whatever way is best for me. I choose to put most of my emphasis on my animal messengers because I know for certain when they show, that's spirit arriving. So be open to asking for help. A lot of times people want to be, well, yesterday, what came up yesterday about my wolf, right? You've been a lone wolf. You've been trying to do everything by yourself. Why don't you ask for help from somebody else? You know, somebody else who has a little bit of talent too. You're not the only smarty pants in the world, right? So your plans are on target, but don't be a lone wolf. Okay, that's the first message. Then we're gonna go to Gaia Oracle because somebody asked for, somebody I know was going through a difficult time and she asked me if I would pull some cards for her, and this is the one I reached for. So I thought, oh, I guess we're doing more than one for each item. So this one is Amethyst, and this is perfect because there was both, actually all 3 of them that wrote to me that asked for readings today. Were going through something. They were in the midst of a transformation, and one, there was something bad that happened. It was negative, and spirit gave guidance about what to do, and they didn't want to take it. And the message, and I said, well, look, you know, as I say, these are general. Right? We're sending messages out, but this is guidance. But also, you have to follow what your heart tells you. Sometimes you're being tested. Sometimes you are needing to learn the lesson again. So you can take the guidance and do it, or you can do whatever you want to do. So that person wanted to do something different. And in the end, I said, look, if you're moved to do that, do it. Do it. Your heart is moving you to do that. So I heard something this morning, and now it makes sense to me. There was a reader that came on, and she was saying, Spirit wants you to, and the message was, do this, but it was successful because you didn't listen to your intuition. And she goes, that doesn't make sense. You didn't listen to your intuition. So it's kind of this way too. So it's the traverse and the reverse, right? So if Spirit says go this way, and you choose instead to listen to your intuition, it wouldn't have gone well for you, right? So it went well because you didn't listen to your intuition. Do you understand? So this is Amethyst, transformation. Sometimes when we're in the heat of the moment, we are thinking that we're hearing our higher selves, but we're reacting from our ego mind, and I'm going to be blind in seconds. So hold on. I don't know how well this is going to work because these glasses have like little, like somewhat cheaters in them. I can see if I look down, so I'm going to be doing this again. Now I look like a fly. Oh well. Anyway, so it makes sense to me. She couldn't figure it out while she was doing the reading. She kept going back to that. She goes, I'm sorry, I know this isn't making any sense. Maybe I'm off today. Isn't that interesting? No, she wasn't off. She was giving spirits guidance, and oftentimes we'll get something, and with my little deck that comes out, I'll go, okay, well that feels like that's contradictory, right? No, it's not contradictory. It's probably 2 different people. 2 different situations. Just because your mind is focused on this doesn't mean that Spirit says that that's the most important thing right now. Well, I'm worried about him. Well, we're not worried about him. We're worried about your problem with your family. So deal with that first, right? So, and you're like, whoa, that's not what I was thinking. I'll try and look at you guys. Oh, see, my eyes are so sensitive. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. Blue eyes are like the worst. They're not the worst, but they're the most sensitive. So this girl, Amethyst, transformation, certainty, confidence. So here you're being told to get organized and get some help from somebody else. That's how you're going to be successful. Seek out help, seek out a mentor, right? Now, are you thinking, I'm confident on my own? I have my own intuition. I know I can connect with crystals. I can connect with the elements. I can connect with my higher self. I'm certain. I'm confident in my abilities. Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful, but why not take all of it in, right? Why not take all of this in? So the first thing I'm thinking about when I'm looking at this is, the name of the card is Amethyst. So for me, the first thing that you need is Amethyst. Why? Amethyst is protection. Amethyst is calming energy. And she's in her emotional waters, right? Now the sun is shining behind her. Sun is shining behind you. So the divine masculine is represented by the sun. It's shining on your crown. Look at her crown, it's illuminated, right? So her crown chakra is hearing. Yes, you are hearing. There is a transformation in your life, and you've gone through a very emotional time. Star, that's what I'm looking at this. See how the star, now to me when I look at this star is this same star. Okay, this is how I'm reading this card, and it's fallen. So in the song's Drops of Jupiter, it says, even the stars sometimes burn and fall to the ground, right? Even sometimes the stars burn out and fall to the ground. Well, they do eventually all, right? So whatever it was fell into the emotional waters, and there's a lot of tears dripping on those wings. You're trying to air yourself out. You're trying to, like, it's kind of like the oh my God, this is perfect. The vultures in Cambria. We have them all around here too, but it's really cool to watch them in Cambria because they sit all along the ridge, and they're like the vultures in the Disney, I don't know what the Disney movie is, but they sit up there like this with their wings out, and they have them out like this. And I thought, why are they doing that? It was pouring rain. They were washing their wings for one thing, and then they were airing them out. And so I'm releasing. There's tears falling off. So she's done this cleansing. She's come out of this emotional water. Whatever it is that's happened, you've been in your emotional waters, but the sun's coming out. The sun is always positive news, right? It's always good. So even if you've been in a difficult time, the past is behind you, and Spirit's telling you to move forward, right? Be certain, go after. Don't freaking settle for anything less than what your heart is asking for. Be certain, be confident, and so it is, right? Blessed be. Whatever it is that you're wanting and whatever it is that you're after is there for the taking. We're gonna go to the men are from Mars, women are from, where the hell are women from? And Venus. Song right now, look what you made me do. I'm dancing with somebody new. Nobody made you do anything, dude. You made your own choices, right? Don't blame it on anybody else. Maybe you did that because you got into a place of ego and you reacted instead of became the action, correct? For neutrality on all levels. And when you think you're doing the right thing, sometimes you're acting from ego, right? Me too. I chose this, right? So men are from Mars, women are from Venus, which shows you that we look at things differently. And just because in all truth and reality, this is what it is. Okay, that's great. That truly is what it is in all reality. But it's this for them, right? Because men say, for men, this is your guidance. Men, bring her cut flowers as a surprise, not just on special occasions, except for if you're me. And then she doesn't want cut flowers unless you pick them on the side of the road. She'd rather have a plant. I don't like cut flowers because they die. Women, Venus. When a man is not expected to give more, he automatically wants to. I like that. See, I side with the guy because I don't like it when people pressure. They want this, they want that. Why don't you ever do this for me? Why don't you ever do that for me? Like, I listen to people like that and I'm like, God, you're a freaking nag. Okay? Men, validate her feelings when she's upset, even if it doesn't make any sense to you, because she doesn't see things the way you do, right? Women, tell him you love him when he's upset. I love you. Now, that's what I just got from, and I gave to another person in a reading. You little stinky. Look who's right there on the little wire. Look at that. Yeah. You guys got to see. This is a good idea to be out here. You guys had a good idea. My point was, somebody did something. They were on vacation in a resort, and the person with them was in a lived there, and it was a third world country. It's not our country. And she had her cute little bikini on, and she took off her little throw and ran to the beach. And he got really angry, and he said, put that back on. And he said really mean things to her, but I watched both, because no, it wasn't nice what he said to her, but he was scared. The people that worked with him were not his friends, and that gave me a very loud message, which is why I'm saying it, to share with the person in my life. I understand. The people that you work with are not your friends, right? And they're gangsters. They're from the freaking hood, and they said something to him, and it scared him. And so he reacted, and he came from like he was worried. He came from a place of, I don't want something to happen to you. And he was thinking, what are you thinking? What's wrong with you? You're not in the United States. Do you know who these people are? You're not used to this shit. You know, what are you doing? And so he reacted out of fear, and it hurt her feelings, and he said mean things, and it really hurt her. And yet I said, you know, he was scared. He was worried. And I know that right then she shouldn't have said, I love you, but he's upset. He was actually, and at that moment it was hard to see, but he was trying to protect you, right? He was trying to protect you. He didn't want to hurt you. That's why he grabbed your hand before you left. He didn't want to hurt you. He was trying to protect you. So when somebody's upset, tell them you love them. I know there's a slide into this. I can see that you're upset. So we talked about it, you know, and then I said, when you talk to him again, that's what you can say. I understand that, you know, I wasn't thinking about that, because I wasn't. Because I said to her, you know, he's in a third world country. Those guys are from the freaking hood. You know, they said something to him, and it threatened her, and he wanted to kill them, and that he was stressed out. So he's taking care of business. And tell him you love him. He was upset for the right reason. But just another time, if somebody's upset, instead of telling them what to do or how to fix it, just tell them you love them. I love you. Because sometimes men don't want to be told what to do. They just want to know that somebody cares about them. Women feel the same. So it's not just one way. All right, so now we're going to go to my deck and see how this all comes together. So I like this because with all of these different cards, if one of them doesn't apply to you, one of them will, right? So is there something special? The song right now, the DJ got us falling in love again. Well, you know who the DJ is? Spirit. And I got a really loud message from that, because there is somebody that went into Spirit and their name was DJ. And that is that person's guardian, spirit guardian. That person's helping. Okay, 2 fell out right away. Focus on your vision. Remember, you know what you want to do. Get organized, ask for a little bit of help, and go for it, right? Focus on your vision. And this one says too, you go after it. You go after this. It's going to be good. Spend less time online, watching television, etc. Whatever it is that you do, watching the games, whatever, playing games, spend less time. Spend a little more time outside, or spend a little bit, I would say mindless work, right? Like washing your car, Sherry. My car's filthy. I got to wash my car. I took it to the grocery store yesterday, and I'm looking out the windows, and I thought, gosh, why are my windows so foggy? They weren't foggy. They're covered in dust. Is there anything else in here? I have childhood trauma, and it still affects me. When he's upset, tell him you love him. Validate her when she's upset. You may not understand why something affects a person in a certain way. Right? Song right now, don't you tell me what I can be. I'm the master of my sea. So don't tell me what to do. Just tell me you love me. That's it. I'll do whatever, I'll do it. But Spirit's saying, you could take some advice from somebody else. Okay, on to the next. The next one is going to be the steel balls. You got balls of steel? You got that fire energy? You don't have to be a fire sign to have balls of steel, right? You just got that. The song Pain has made me a believer. Don't you tell me. I'm the master of my CEO. I'll frickin' figure it out. I am the emperor, right? Sometimes the emperor rules kings. The emperor doesn't take direction very well, and they don't like to ask anybody else for help. That's a flaw of the emperor. Even though the empress and the emperor are who we want to be, you got to work as a team. And as soon as I say that, Spirit told me to look up. And I don't know if you can see that white plane flying by, but that's looking up to Spirit, right? They got the right answers. They got the pure answers. Woo! Yay! Okay, yay. First of all, fire energy is passion, determination, sexy, feisty, right? Can be arrogant, can be bossy, can be controlling, but let's put it in a good light. Let's put it sexy, romantic, feisty, fun, balls of steel, determined, ready to go the distance. Gosh, I really think I can handle it for seconds. But I just wanted you to see my eyes when I tell you this is our message. Moonlight. So, there's a big teardrop coming down from that moon. Ocean of eternal love, healing, creativity, fertility. We're in the new moon right now. So everybody put out your new moon wishes. I'm gonna put this to the side really quick, and I'm gonna pull the one out of here because I did it backwards, I realized. What's this one? Oh, we got two. Now I said Moonlight, didn't I? But this one wasn't. It was this. Oh my God, you guys, I've got even a better message. Because Moonlight was our card. It's right here. But look at that. Wow. Wow. Okay, so Moonlight, song right now, it rained down. Pain has made me a believer. It rained down. Healing, creativity, fertility. But this was our card, but look how similar they are. Here, the moon is huge with this teardrop, single teardrop. Here, the moon is now receded, and it's just this big ocean of beauty. There's so much focus on that right there. There's a lot of heaviness in the clouds, can you see? But not here. Now it's beautiful. It's given way to beautiful. So you've gone through a difficult time. There's been healing. There's creativity available to you. And there's going to be travel, romance, and potential. Shit, look at this. This is freaking awesome. Hold on, I'm going to get our other card. I love this song. Whoa. No, too many. I can't take three. Well, that was easy. Inner strength. You have great courage and kindness. Because why? Because you got balls of steel. Whether you're a woman or a man. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are. But there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions. If the right answer is to tell someone no, tell them no. Stand in your own convictions. Have balls of steel. It was my only fear that we would become beautiful people. Have you ever heard this song? Designer clothes, fashion shows. It's Ed Sheeran and his girlfriend, and well, it's not them, but he shows these two very down home people from like plaid shirts and not wearing the right shoes and not wearing the right clothes, and they go to this designer, a runway model show, and they're bored out of their minds, and they're going this big lavish boat where all the girls come out in bikinis and 6-inch platform shoes. Like, who wears that except for a hooker, right? And they're just enjoying the sun. They're jumping. He jumps off the side of the boat with a rubber duck ring around his, they don't care. They're not affected by anything. I like that. So you've been through a difficult time. There's been a lot of heavy emotion. There was need for healing. But what you've gone through has made you stronger, and it's given you something to use. Everything that we go through, we need to put in our tool belt. Because it happened for a reason. What did you learn in that experience? It was awful. Yeah, but what did you learn about yourself? I'll never do that again. Okay, good. So now you can give that advice to someone else. You won't learn that lesson again. You've already got it. It's in your tool belt, right? So this particular message is saying that love conquers all. And it's especially true for you and me, since I chose the balls of steel too, at this moment. So something is being resolved. This is where you were. This is where you're going, right? Something is being resolved. And what was previously barren or unable to move forward is now extremely fertile. Whatever it is, you're a co-creator with this, right? You had something, a part of this. And the conditions now aren't this way. The conditions are now favorable. It's cleared. Things have cleared up. It's not so heavy anymore, right? The tears have dried up a little bit. So the timing is right. Whether this is a relationship, whether this is a project, whether this is a move, it's the start of something new, and it's exciting, and it's brilliant. And this is, I said this to my clients as I was reading today, that even though we're going into the cooler months, for us that have been going through this difficult time, we've been putting in all of this work, and we're moving into the cooler months. We're going to find that the warmth starts coming to us in the cooler months. So this is what happened, right? And now you're moving into this beautiful place of travel, romance, potential. So it could be one of those things. It could be all of those things. But it's now able to happen because it's divine timing. Timing is right. My cards are blowing away. Just trying to... Don't dump over. Ah. So I mean, romance is in the air. Yay! Yay for romance being in the air, right? You don't act like a big badass. Oh, as soon as I said that, you showed up again. Hi! Oh my goodness. I didn't know they ate bugs. Did you know that? Did you see him go at that little bug? That was a boy. That's why I said, there you are. He showed up again. So, where were we at? Okay, so we've gone from the conditions not being favorable, everything was upside down, to things having cleared up. This is telling you that romance is in the air. This particular message says romance in the air, and you will soon be traveling somewhere. A romantic evening, you'll meet somebody, and maybe there's some kind of potential that can be tapped, that something that you've gleaned. Sometimes we aren't even aware of what we've gone through has prepared us for and what it's brought on. So there's going to be an inspirational idea that comes to you, and it's not going to come when you go looking for it. It's just going to come. You're going to look at things in a different way because you've been through something now and it's changed you. You're forever changed for what you've been through, right? You've got a new perspective. And what you're going to create, whether this be a job, whether this be a project of some sort, whether this be a new relationship, it's going to last. It's going to bring lasting value. Will you please stop blowing away? Creative possibility, right? So both of these cards have affirmations, which I love, and we're going to read them together. So which one is this one? The Moonlight. Let's do the other one first. Here, I got to look it up. What number is it? And the numbers are 36 and 44, if they mean anything to anyone. Fours are always about spirit, helping us, the ascended, or the angels around us, I'm sorry. The angels all around us guiding us. And there's double fours, which reduces to an 8, which means you're significantly supplied, abundantly supplied, endless supply. The number 36, 3 and 6 would be the ascended masters working with you. 6 is about keeping your eyes focused on your spiritual path, your illuminated path. And 3 and 6 together comes to 9. And that means that you have everything you need, light worker, in order to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. Stop procrastinating. And what we're talking about, we're starting with 36. Oh, we shouldn't have started with 36. Hold on, we'll do this differently. We'll start this way because we're going from what was into what is. Okay? So, love heals, love brings resolution, love conquers, love creates, love is eternal. Write it down. Write it down and say it again and again. This is your message, right? For this one, where you're going, I invite romance into my life. I look at things from a new perspective. My life is full of unlimited potential. Creative possibilities are all around me. And life is an endless source of inspiration. Hell yeah. And you've got strength. It's brought you strength, what you've been through, right? And it's brought you compassion because now you understand where somebody else has been and what somebody else might have gone through because now you've felt it, right? A lot of times the things that we've gone through are karmic. And what does that mean? It means that you did that and now it revisited you and now you know what it felt like when that happened to you, right? So now I have more compassion. And I'm also not going to allow myself to be talked into something or made to be guilted or feel bad. And when I say no about something, I'm going to stand true. And I'm going to say, no, that's not for me. It may be for you. Rhyming. Okay, next message, Venus and Mars. Correct for neutrality on all levels. You need to calm down. You're being too loud. It's getting really windy right now. So emotions are getting whipped up again. Winds have changed. Let's just call it in. We'll call it in for washing away what no longer works. And 2 of them fell out, so interesting. He values appreciation, admiration, recognition, and trust. Remember yesterday I said to my twin, I trust you completely, right? That's something, and when somebody trusts you, that's the highest compliment. When somebody says, I feel comfortable in your energy, I don't think you can feel that to me, that's amazing. If somebody feels comfortable with me, they feel safe with me, that's the highest compliment, right? So he values appreciation, admiration, recognition, and trust. Well, don't we all, right? But know that especially for him, in your case. She values love, communication, beauty, and relationships. She values that. You value this, she values that. I think we both value the same things, but there's a little bit of emphasis on one for the other. And a big wish just went by. Make a wish right now. What is your wish? If it blows back this way, I'll show it to you, but it was one of those big fat ones. I made mine. Tell him in a playful way that you appreciate when he listens. Not like, I told you so. Or would you never listen to me? Can you ever, like, okay, like, didn't I say that? Hello? But instead, when he does something right, I like it when you pay attention. I like it, right? Tell him in a playful way. In a playful way. She feels comforted when she's not alone in solving life's problems. She wants reciprocal. She wants involvement. She wants you involved. Okay, so now we go to my deck. 333, the naked truth. Ah! What's going to be naked? Who's going to get naked? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Woo! Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to heal. Maybe you're keeping the wound open by focusing on the negative. That's what one of my clients, the last one, I said, you know, you got to remember, and I'm not, you know, yes, you're entitled to your feelings. We all have to honor our feelings, but we don't want to affirm the negative. So when you speak, don't speak about the negative. Don't speak about, I'm feeling rotten, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling whatever, right? Affirm the positive. Song right now, you're making me a liar. Making me a liar. Here you go, making me a liar. La, na, na, da, da. Because he said, I said I wouldn't need you. I said I wouldn't call. And here you go, making me a liar. Because you're the only one I want. Correct for neutrality on all levels. You know what? If you love somebody and you want somebody and you know that person loves you, why does ego get in the way and stop people from reaching out? I don't get that. I don't understand that at all. Yes, they want to start over. Open your heart or be clear. I just said that, right? Yes, they want to start over. Open your heart or be clear. So maybe there's me communicating. Maybe there's a block in communication, right? I said this and you heard that. So yes, they want to start over. Open your heart or be clear. So like I said, right? Don't make people guess. I don't want to have to guess what you're feeling. Women want what? Communication. Correct for neutrality. Women want what? Is there anything else here? Woo, yeah, that one. Oh, I like this. Go for the best, dude. That'd be me. Go for the best. Go for the best. Hold on. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm not sending that invitation out just to anybody. You know that. It only goes out to my twin. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. And you know what? There's a lot of communication that needs to happen and a lot of clearing of things, but correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm keeping it light and happy, right? Because if you do want to fix things and you do want to work things through, you can't be a freaking block wall. You can't, you know, oh, well, he needs to know what he's done and he needs to know how this affected me. I think he knows. You know, I think you made your point. So when a person makes the effort to come to you, to speak to you, whether it's your family member, anyone, right? Understand that it's not easy to do that. So you may not like what you're going to hear, and they may not like how you answer them, but try to keep the wall open. I just got another message. Where did it go? I won't pick it up if I can't see it right away. Here it is. They learned an important lesson in this. So understand that whatever has happened, it may have been horrible, but they learned a lesson, right? And that's what this was about, remember? Where is it? The other one. They went through something, right? It was awful, probably for both sides, but a lesson was learned. And now now the timing is right. Timing wasn't right. Lessons had to be learned. Now it is divine timing. And now the potential is there for travel, romance, career, or all of the above. But for me, I want to work with my love, right? So your other one that came out was celebrate your body and enjoy your senses. Allow. Maybe what we got earlier was I suffered sexual abuse. Did I read that or did I just hear it in my head? I think I read it. So that might be something that's very difficult for someone, you know? Understand that. That might be something that they couldn't talk to you about. It was difficult for them. So now that that's kind of floating around out there, that might be a really touchy subject. But at least you might be aware that that might be something that you should pay attention to, okay? So I think we went through all of them, yeah? All right, so for those who chose the black, now this has got hematite, it's got clear quartz crystal. This is all about protection. This is all about protection and grounding. So if this is good for people, and I'm just hearing right now BMW commercial. That's my twin. So BMW, the finest ride. That's not what they meant, but that's pretty funny. Connected, right? Never-ending connection, right? Okay, for those who chose that, we're going to do this one first. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the black bracelet, which was a gift, and nothing better than gifts that are useful, beautiful gifts that are useful, right? I was married 100 years ago, and my ex he is still a foreman of a construction company. I think he might own his own now. And so all he ever wanted was tools. And he loved them, right? Guy, he thought he had the best tools ever. He had all the tools. But since he liked tools, he assumed I would like tools. And at the time when you're young and stupid, you don't appreciate them. I do now. I appreciate gardening tools. I appreciate pots. You appreciate everything when you get older and you figure it out, right? Ooh, 5 of emotion. Oh, look at somebody down on their knee. She's hurt. He hurt her. He's apologizing. Forgiveness is an important part of healing. It could be she hurt him too, right? Forgive yourself and those around you for any mistakes. So the past, so that everyone can move forward. So an apology makes way for forgiveness, which makes way for healing so that everyone can get moving. Everyone's tired of being stuck in this spot, right? Grieving is a normal part of life. Ask your angels or those you love to help you move through the process quickly so that you can get back on the path to joy. So like I said to my friend this morning, it's okay to allow yourself the feelings. I'm not focusing right now today on what happened in my situation. If I did, I'd be crying. But I've done a lot of crying and I'm sick of crying. Doesn't say that I'm not going to feel that way again, right? But I want to focus on the positive and keep myself in a higher vibration, because staying in a negative vibration is making sure that that reconciliation doesn't happen. Because when you're in a negative mind space, you push away the positive. So don't do that. If you have to start by forgiving yourself, right? And you know what? In all reality, we all probably had a little bit to do with it, more than we realized we did. And what's happening right here, I like this. This came out for the reading this morning. She's completely naked and vulnerable, exposing herself. She is not afraid to speak her truth. She's not afraid to show her emotion. She's not afraid to relax and surrender. She's not pushing her agenda, right? This is transformation, creativity, and wholeness, goddess of creation. How do you create? By working with the universe. Song right now, you made me believe you were mine. Young blood. You push me away, you tell me to move, you tell me to go, you tell me to come back, you tell me to go. Takes one to know one, you beat me at my own damn game. So somebody was fucking around, playing games, and she said, peace out. You push and I pull, I'm run away. I give and you take, young blood. Beat me at my own game, right? It was a push and pull situation. It was a game. It wasn't working well. And somebody had to figure it out. She just said, hey, I'm just going to relax. I'm going to take care of me. I'm just going to float on my own emotional waters and focus on my own spiritual path and my own wholeness. This is about my own transformation. I'm not going to focus on this shit, right? If that's the way that I'm going to be treated and if that's the way things are going to go down, I'm going to stay on my spiritually illuminated path. The number 7, which is my number, says, if you stay on your spiritually illuminated path, it will exceed your expectations. So sometimes we think, oh, if I just go off, then they'll go somewhere else. Well, if they're going to go somewhere else, they're not meant for you, right? This guy needed to learn lessons, right? She laid back, but she's still not afraid to speak out. Or he. It can go both ways, right? And that's what this message says. Chill out. Let go of rigid ideas, fixed ideas. It doesn't have to be a certain way. You may have been raised to think that this is how things go. Oh my God, there's my osprey. Oh my gosh, there he is. Are you gonna come back over here? There's no point in you guys looking because he's just too small. I know it's him because of his white belly. Okay, so at this point right here, you need to relax and chill out, because when you don't, when you're fixed and your idea is holding a certain vision, you are restricting spirit. You're restricting your energy, and it's blocking your own creativity. You're taking things too seriously. You're too stressed out. You're overanalyzing. This one push and pull, push and pull. I think about going forward. I think about going and talking to her, but then I think, oh God, no, she's gonna snap my head off, or she's gonna, or what if this, or what if that doesn't happen? It's like, my God, will you chill out already? You're blocked. You're telling yourself that you don't have time to relax. Maybe this is about work. I don't have time to do this. I gotta get this done. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Spirit says you need to relax. You need to make your own relaxation a priority. Just like when this shit went down, this one focused on her spiritual path, or his, right? They went in their own direction. Maybe they both did. I think they both did. I think they both decided that they needed to go and focus on their own selves, get their head together, right? And Spirit says, no matter how difficult it gets, no matter how bad it looks, stay on your spiritually illuminated path. When you relax and allow, that's why Jonathan was the first one we saw, the seagull. Allow life to flow to you. Don't force an issue right now, unless there's somebody that you need to apologize to, right? Unless the other person doesn't know your phone number or email address, right? There's got to be something that, this is showing somebody coming forward, so that clearly needs to happen. But song right now, I've been having dreams. Jumping on my trampoline. Now that's fun, it's lighthearted energy, right? That's kind of like allowing. So this is creativity gets increased, your vitality gets increased, everything is increased when you relax. You slow down your thoughts, you open your heart, because wasn't that the message we just got? Open up your heart, right? Don't shut your heart down, because when you start remembering what happened and how you felt, then your heart closes up like a steel drum. So a lot of times, I will tell you this, men especially, women do it too, but men especially don't want to talk about it. They just want to move on. Can we just go on? I don't want to talk about it. Because they know that if we start talking about it, it's going to turn. I don't want any drama. I don't want to fight. But there are some things that need to be discussed. There are some things that you are going to have to face. It's called karma, right? No, you don't want to beat the horse, right? If somebody comes in and that's the horse you want to ride, hear him out, hear her out, say what you need to say, and then let it go, right? Otherwise, you're gonna cause a blocked heart. So at this time, if you block your heart down and the angry words start coming back, then that's fuel for a fight, and you're completely undoing the whole thing, and which is why this guy's second guessing, right? Second guessing. Well, one day you sound all feisty, and the next day you sound all loving. Why is that? Because I am a human, and I have emotions just like you, right? So if you know that your heart's telling you to do something, do it. Period. Song right now, I've never felt so loved. Before that, I never felt so low. So your well-being at this moment is paramount. So remember the other message about it's okay to say no. If somebody says something to you, it's okay to say no. Because this could be in regards to something else. This could be the same story. It can be a lot of different things. We'll see. But this is also showing healing taking place, right? This one took time out. Focused on them, stayed on their path, but took time out to heal themselves. Because this is green, which is healing and love. It's also growth. That's what takes place when you allow yourself to heal from something that was difficult, right? Okay, so now we're gonna go to men in Mars and women in Venus and see what they have to say. Correct for neutrality. Right then, I was just asking, where's my osprey? But when I asked where's my osprey, a vulture showed up. The vulture is death, transformation, and rebirth. The osprey says important information is pending. This kind of information, right? Important information is pending. There is an opportunity coming. When it comes, dive on it and don't let go, which is the message we got before. Go after it, right? Take what's yours. And it might be because that opportunity may not come around for a very long time, if ever again. So timing is short. And so sometimes people feel like, oh my God, now I'm in a panic. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. You know what? Sometimes you're never going to be ready. When Spirit says you're ready, more ready than you realize. It just, sometimes you're not ready and you got to get pushed. I don't think a baby bird wants to get kicked out of the nest. Right? I'm a star boy. Message, men. Women grow in love as their emotions rise and fall like a wave. Men grow in love by drawing close and then pulling away like a freaking rubber band. Okay, so here's my thing. Okay, I'm gonna give somebody a preview, and please don't plan on doing this, but I'm gonna give you a preview of something that might occur. The person that I know is a processor, okay? So his habit has been coming forward and then disappearing forever before he returns, and I'm talking years, right? But he's still a processor. So somebody may come and have a conversation, and they may need to then, after they have had this emotional connection, they may need to go away and process it for a little bit of time. It would be better if they didn't have to go away completely, like non-communicado. But sometimes people do need to process. For me, I heal when I travel. I'm very happy when I travel, when I'm on the road. I meet people all over the place. I'm out of my normal environment. Oh my God, there you are. He just flashed me. Okay, he did flash me. Are you gonna come? He's right there. Okay, you gonna come? Isn't he beautiful? I don't know if you guys zoom in if you can. So that is the message. Important information is absolutely pending. Absolutely pending. An opportunity coming. And when it comes, you better freaking take it. And I would say take it while the heart's open, right? Take it while the door is open, because people change their opinions. They change their feelings. Why do women change like that? It's what we're like. So he's using the wind to lift him up, right? And he's scouting the situation out. So is it time for me to dive on? Is it good yet? Let me test it out. Just practicing my getting my wings limbered up right now. And when I see something worthy on diving down, I'm feeling the temperature right now. I'm wondering if it's time to go down and check this things out, because that's a message too, right? Men are be like testing the waters. Men test the waters more than women, but I've done it with men too. I don't know. He's pretty pissed off, so I think you better just gonna go for a hike, right? Maybe talk about it in a little while. So he hasn't dove. He didn't dive yet. He's checking things out. That's what he's doing. So when he dives, when he looks like he's getting close to diving, I'll let you know. Okay. So when the opportunity comes and you see it, maybe it's when someone's in a really happy mood, their heart's open, take the opportunity and do it quick. Don't wait, right? You might lose that opportunity. It might not come back again. So where are we going now? My cards. Did I do the men are from Mars, women are from Venus? Yes, I did. Okay, so for my deck, now he's flying high. He's way up there. Whoa. 2 doves just flew by. Soulmate. Taking a pause, taking a breath. Harmony, my favorite word. Extending an olive branch. And as I say that, a butterfly. Gosh, I've got so many coming right now, which is transformation, right? A butterfly. I couldn't see what color it was. It was moving quickly. I don't know if it was a white one or if it was actually gray. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Anything in this pile? Yep. Whoa, not that. That's too many. Can't take that many. Correct for neutrality on all levels. He's still scouting out. Wondering if... Oh my God, there's 2. No way. That's got to be a seagull. I've never seen 2 at my lake, ever. You know what's interesting? Yeah, okay, that's definitely Jonathan, right? Remember I said I knew it was him because of his white belly? I think what I saw was Jonathan. But when I knew he was there and I had faith that he was there, he showed up, the osprey, because that is the osprey right there. And this is Jonathan over here. So I manifested what I asked for. Somebody said to me, why did he say that? Why is he here? Because you asked for it, because you manifested it. That's why. They were a lesson learned. Move on. Whatever it was, they were a lesson learned. Move on. Shut up and dance with me. Quit pretending you're shy. He's up here. He's just high in the sky right now. Are you gonna dive? I get really excited. I don't know if you guys even care. Stop pretending you're shy. He's really high. He might be actually really high. It is the weekend. Are you gonna dive? He usually dives out in the open, which is interesting. Ooh, that's a message. I got a message today that somebody that I knew was scouting out where to go, trying to figure out where I was. Okay, correct for neutrality on all levels. If anybody would like help with a private reading or dream analysis or Reiki charged, I'm a long distance Reiki healer as well. Healing session or anything from my shamanic toolbox, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com, and I don't know why. Okay, there we go. I said nothing's dropping. You are as sexy as fuck. Oh, and as soon as I say that, woo, baby. I can't keep turning it around. I can't keep turning it around. That's my message, actually. That's my message. I can't keep turning it around. Okay, the vulture's right above us. That's a cool one to watch too, though. Death, transformation, and rebirth. Come right here. Come right here. They come right next to me. And there's Jonathan, and there's my osprey. They're all flying at the same time. So think about that. Going with the flow. Allow life to come to you. Death, transformation, and rebirth says that vulture. Jonathan says let life come to you. You can see his white belly shining when the light hits him. And where did my osprey go? He must have dove when I wasn't paying attention. Did you dive? He just disappeared. I don't know if you guys get as excited, but you should. Here's me telling you, pay attention to your animal messengers. I told you, I pay the most attention to them. That's spirit straight coming to you. Okay, you're sexy as fuck. I think that's pretty funny. You can tell this is my deck, right? They were a lesson learned, move on, okay, cool. They were a lesson learned, move on. That could be what he's saying. They were a lesson learned, move on. Let's move on from this, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah. Correct for neutrality, or maybe you're hurting over the way somebody treated you. They were a lesson, move on. The truth has been exposed, they now know. The truth has been exposed, they now know. Okay, so there's no point. You have a big heart. Oh, that's an awesome message for me. The truth has been exposed, they now know. Thank you, God. Been wondering when the truth would be exposed. Next message. I feel intimidated by you or them. So, strong women intimidate men a lot of the times. That's too bad, but it may not be that situation. It might be, I feel intimidated by them, and I understand that message. So then you ask for protection to be around this one. You ask for protection, you ask for confidence, you ask for courage, you ask that this one remembers where they came from, right? Stay classy, no sex tonight. I like that. This guy comes back to apologize. She's gonna forgive him, but there's no sex. You wanna snuggle with me? That works, but no sex. Stay classy. There you are, my babe. He just flew up again. Okay, and that is really good advice because I've given it to my clients before and they didn't listen, and then the guy didn't call back. And she's like, where is he? And I said, you know what? He knew he blew it. He knew he did. And then you just freaking did that again. And it was like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe she's not who I thought she was, right? I said, you were told. Don't give it up. Don't do that. Why should he? No. Somebody will respect you when you respect yourself, right? Okay, now we move on to this. I'm definitely choosing this because this is amazing. And this is, who did we say? So this was earth element. This was water element. This was fire element. And this is air element. I'm a Gemini. Oh, right when I said that. Oh, he went away. He came right above the camera, the hummingbird. Okay, we'll start with this deck. I knew it when I loved her when I left her. They took me away. I loved her when I met her. I loved her when I left her. Ooh. Wow, same card. Same card, 5 of emotion. Let's ask for another. Wow. You guys saw me shuffling. Can't take that too many. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I just learned how to shuffle this way. Do you remember, you guys, how I couldn't shuffle like this before? It took me forever. Forever. I'm like, I don't know, and I still do it really slow. I don't want to beat my cards up. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is the most applicable for The ivory Buddha. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Bad guy. Bad guy. I'm a bad guy, says this little trampy girl that seduces your father and then seduces you. She's a lesson learned. She's a piece of trash. Correct for neutrality. That is definitely one that doesn't have any class. Are you going to come over here? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on... How'd you like that? Somebody who seduces your dad and then goes after you? Mm-hmm. Whoever has the money, right? Be open to success. Look at all the wonderful things that you can do when you listen to your divine guidance. You've balanced so many different priorities and have come out a winner because a bicycle is moving you forward by self, right? Self-propelled. There will be a lot of recognition and praise headed your way, so don't be shy. Allow others to shower you with the gratitude that you deserve. You've worked for this. You earned this. Okay, so I think there's two things happening to the same people, right? On one hand, I didn't handle this well, but I went out and I focused on work, and I threw myself into my work, and I did straighten my life out basically, and because of that I'm getting a reward, and I would really like your forgiveness. That would complete everything. Correct for neutrality on all levels, or understanding, right? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I really like that, how Spirit said, because you didn't listen to your intuition, things went well for you. So and she couldn't figure out why that would be, because aren't you supposed to listen to your intuition? Yeah, but sometimes your intuition is not your intuition, it's your ego, remember? So people often, friends of mine will ask me my opinion about something, or they'll what do you think? And I said, I don't ever say what I think. And my daughter would say, I don't care, or actually it wasn't my daughter, friend, I don't care what Spirit says, I want to know what you think. And I'm like, no, I don't give my personal opinion, because what if I'm wrong? It's either you want my opinion so that if it goes wrong, you can blame me, but I don't give my personal opinion, because I might give somebody the impetus or the direction to go in the wrong direction, and then they're really, really hurt, and then it's on me. I don't want that. I always give Spirit's opinion, right? So 2 came out. The Tree of Life, so it could be a family situation, family life, right? And Winter's End. So something has happened, somebody's sorry, somebody's grieving, and it could be not just that somebody's sorry. What about this one while he is on his knees? And she's not looking at him, and she is crying. But we can also show that somebody's grieving, right? They've lost someone, and it's very, very important to them. And they're hurting. So this one's trying to be compassionate, but this is really about the guy fucked up. If I wrote you a symphony, just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do? If I told you you were beautiful, would you date me on the regular? Not on the down low, on the regular? Baby, I've been around the world, and I ain't seen nobody like you. This ring here represents my heart. But there's just one thing I need from you. I can see us holding hands, walking down the street, holding hands. I can see us in the countryside. You can be my baby. Girl, you amaze me. All I want is for you to be my girl. My love, my love. So, regeneration, rebirth, and a positive outcome. This one doesn't look too excited, right? There's a lot of brambles behind her, prickly, stickly, and I feel a little bit exposed and a little bit vulnerable and a little bit unsure. Maybe that's the guy, right? But Spirit says that, as the vultures say, there has been a rebirth. There will be a regeneration, positive outcome. If I wrote you a love note and made you smile at every word I wrote, would it make you want to change your scene and want to be the one on my team? What's the point in waiting anymore? Because baby, I've never been more sure. What would you do? This ring here represents my heart. Be open to success. And the tree of life. Fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. And the number 1, this is the new beginning. This is a new family. Will you join my family tree? Wow. Chills all over my body. I literally just got chills all over my body. And look where the star is. And the yin and the yang, harmony. Harmony and the star hanging together with the number 8 right below it. Significant, infinite supply, never-ending connection. I'm not going to point out the cross because I don't like crosses. You might. I don't. As far as I'm concerned, if somebody shot your loved one with a gun, would you wear a gun around your neck? No, I don't want to look anything like that. And besides, nobody had died on a cross. But that might have been the cross that you bared, right? You've been bearing this cross all over, carrying all this shit, feeling super bad, not forgiving yourself. This could have been taken care of a long time ago if you had forgiven yourself, right? So there it is. We'll nail it to a tree. Screw that, and we'll put love right underneath it for all to see. Rhyming again. So this is beautiful. This is freaking beautiful. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And now there's a guy. They call me Candle Guy. Now this guy's he's standing next to his best friend, and he's like, you know, this is my guy. He's fly. And if you don't treat him right, so somebody is feeling very defensive on behalf of their friend, which I understand that. You know, both sides do. You better freaking treat this person right. 2 popped out. Mars, ask her specific questions about her day so she knows that you're actually caring. Give him space to recover from the stress of his day. That's what I liked about Jonathan, and that's what I liked about the card where the girl was relaxing, you know? Everybody needs space. Interpersonal space in relationships is vital. He values again, he values, okay, so this guy really needs to hear this from you. He values appreciation, admiration, recognition, and trust. This person might actually, because this came out twice, there's a real need for this person to be told this because he's not seeing this for himself. If you seek validation from another, you haven't had it, and you deserve it, right? So he not only values appreciation, admiration, recognition, and trust, but he deserves to hear that, feel that, know that. She values love, communication, beauty, and relationships, and she deserves that, right? Give him space to recover from the day. Ask her specific questions. These are really good because a lot of times people just don't know what to do, right? They don't have a freaking clue. And this is interesting. This part, where is it? The appreciation, admiration, recognition, and trust, this is sitting there face up afterwards. They thrive on it because it nurtures their male side. So that's nurturing, that's love that they need from the Empress, right? So let's go to my deck. What do you have to say? So right now, the osprey shows up very briefly. That's why you don't have much time, right? There's my little hummingbird. Every time the osprey shows up, my hummingbird shows up. So they're the same person. So the hummingbird message says that you will accomplish what might seem holy crap. Okay, the one that was right here that's been hanging out with us the whole time, that was a female. And the one that just came flying at her 100 miles an hour was the ruby-throated male. Did you hear the little, I'm sure you must have heard the kerfluffle. So that was kind of like the Knight of Swords coming flying at her. So here's a clue. Be careful about the way you approach, right? That was really aggressive. That wasn't good. That was really aggressive. I mean, I know they're both flyers, but I don't know, man. That was really, maybe he's in a panic, right? Because he's running out of time. I don't know, but he came at her pretty fast. So it might be that something's coming really quickly. Right? And it's going to be like, whoa, right out of, she was just over here chilling out on her garden, and all of a sudden he came flying at her like a bat out of hell. Batman. So Hummingbird says you will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself and others. It also says lighten up. It also says grab the sweetness in life. So that's what he just did. He went and grabbed sweetness in his life. That's what he did. Okay, 2 just popped out. They are... You need to address your drinking or smoking. Remember I said he's flying high, and maybe that might be an issue? So you need to address your drinking or smoking. It's an issue. It's a problem. You need to address it. And you are so talented. You are so talented. That is admiration. That's an example. You're so freaking talented when somebody does something. Wow, you did that? That's amazing. Well, it's not amazing. Anybody can do it. No, anybody can't do it because I couldn't do it. Well, there's a lot of people that can. Okay, well, that doesn't take away from the fact that you're freaking talented. Don't cut yourself short, right? Yeah, but most people don't even mean that. So that's another message. We want admiration, we want respect, we want a compliment, but when somebody gives it to us, we push it away. Oh, I don't bother because every time I say, he brushes it off. Well, he really actually wants it. And you know what? Act now. Osprey said act now on going after your honey. And Osprey said act now on addressing your drinking and your smoking. And act now on complimenting somebody and telling them that you feel that they are very talented. Act now. Why hold back? You got something good to say? Say it. And you need to learn how to accept it, right? Woo! Took me a long time to accept compliments or gifts or anything. It's still kind of embarrassing. Focus on your vision, but that's my problem, right? And I'm working through it. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. All of these are good. All of these are good, right? There's always something positive. So instead of focusing on the negative, there's positive. There is a positive side to everything. So your life might not be a picnic, right? But we're showing wonderful things that, you don't think, things are pretty barren. I'm not making any money. Are you freaking kidding me? And Spirit says, you see these little blossoms coming? You don't realize it's coming. You need to affirm it as if it's already here. Did I give you I probably forgot the affirmation for the last ones too. Let me give you the affirmation for Winter's End. Because instead of talking about your worries, you need to talk about this as it is. I give thanks for the blessings that I receive each day. All is possible for me now. All doors are open. All doors are open. I invite prosperity into my life and I embrace new opportunities. Okay? And then Tree of Life, which is number 1, which is your new beginning, talks about abundance, right? This is about abundance. This is about the changing seasons. But your season right now is full. So even though we're going into the world's cooler season, I'm telling you, we're going into warmth because we're going into abundance, infinite supply, creative abundance. Your firmly rooted tree, it's not going to fall over. This tree is strong, right? Once a little acorn has now become a mighty oak. The struggle is over. You're going to experience greater results now. Everything's coming together. Whatever you've worked for up to this time and haven't felt it, it's coming in divine timing, right? So I am the master of my own destiny. All I truly desire, I create. All I create is for the higher good of all. I am truly blessed and grateful for all of the abundance in my life. Abundance comes in many ways. So our last couple messages. Woo! There they are. Focus on what brings you joy. They have secrets and they're scared, but that's what you don't want to affirm. All comes together well. All works out well. Honesty is the best policy. Number 4, the angels are with you, guiding you, protecting you, and loving you. There is no reason for fear, even if you do have secrets. Song right now, I feel like I've been locked out of heaven. Never had much faith in love or miracles. Never wanted to put my heart on the line. Somebody is saying that they're gay. They are gay. Swimming in your ocean water is something spiritual. Your sex takes me to paradise. But she's not there, so he's mourning because he feels like he's been locked out of heaven. But the doors are open, Spirit said. It's time to move, right? You make me feel like I've been locked out of heaven too long, for too long. And when you're connected to somebody at the heart, you're not the only one who's feeling locked out of heaven, right? It goes both ways. It's not fun for either side. So it's like, get on with it, right? It's the stalling that's torture. And there's no need for torture. Sometimes the stalling is a way that you control, and that's not good. Okay, these fell out, and I'm wondering, am I supposed to speak these all? You bring me to my knees and make me testify. You can make a sick man change his ways. So open up. Open up your gates. Because I can't wait to see the light. The gates are open. The doors are open, remember? I know this is where I want to stay. So Spirit says they're just getting back on their feet. Help them out. So somebody might have been taken for a ride. That's what I was shown. You know, the one that went after the dad, went after the son, and wanted to go where the money was, or whatever. Somebody's on, they're not on their feet. They're just getting to their feet. That might be another thing that's being shown here, right? So help them. Help them. They might be feeling embarrassed. They might be feeling like they don't have enough to show or offer you. But look, the number is 8. Infinite supply of everything you need. You have everything you need, and it will continue to come forward. She or he is being seduced by another. Better act quickly. That's the truth. Be compassionate with yourself. You're more than okay. And celebrate life. You're doing great. You make me feel like... So be open to success. The doors are open, right? A lot of recognition headed your way. Don't be shy, right? Stuff that you're not seeing is actually right there. These roots run deep. These roots run deep. This tree doesn't fall over easily, right? All right, you guys, I think we're at a wrap. I'm gonna upload this so that I can get rolling. And the osprey's done. He gave his message and he's gone. That's what he does. Gives his message and he's gone. He better not do that again this time with me. I love you guys. Speak soon.